Hello students, I hope you are all doing good. Now let's start to the today's topic, that we have discussed in the last class about the reversible and irreversible. Today we will discuss about another kind of changes, that is physical change and chemical change. This kind of changes, this kind of changes is based on what? Based on new substance form. Based on new substance form. So there is another kind of change that we can classify based on what? If after change any new substance has been formed or not. Remember, in irreversible or reversible change, that was classified on based on what? That whether we will able to get the original form or not. Okay? There was a original form. Now we will discuss on the base of what? New substance or form. If no new substance has been formed, suppose a change has been done, you can see there is a change but no new substance has been formed, we called it as what? Physical change. We called it as what? Physical change. But if new substance is formed, suppose substance formed, suppose for example, your milk is converting into curd. Now tell me, milk is converting into curd. This milk is one kind of substance, but curd is also another kind of substance, right? Because the milk, the property, the uses of the milk that were we used is different from the curd. We don't use curd for everywhere. The curd is only used that we love is mishti doi. The curd is or lassi. See, and its uses, it is used to make sweets, paneer, payesh. So see, its use are different. So we can say that since the uses are different, that means we can say different. So we can say that the new substance has been formed. Now tell me, since new substance has been formed and this kind of change where new substance has been formed, and that we can say that chemical change. What we say? Chemical change. So what is chemical and physical? So major difference of chemical and physical change is that physical change, no new substance should be formed. If you are stating that this is a change, this is a physical change, then we have to be very clarified with the thing that in that change that there should be no new substance formed. So in physical change, no new substance formed. For example, take this paper. This is a full paper and I am folding it. So see, earlier it was this, now it was this. So it is a change. But tell me is there any change, new substance has been formed? No new substance has been formed over here, because the property, the uses of the paper that we use for is same. Example, we use paper for what? For writing. Thus after folding, does it mean that we can't write on it? No, even after folding I can write on a paper. So in physical change, no property is changed, or we can say uses remain same. So the change where the substances, the use of the substances, the property of the substances remain same, or no new substances, that means no new substance has been formed. So we can say that change is physical change. And what is chemical? The chemical change is where you can see the uses has become different. The uses of that substance is different now. The property of that substance is different now. Milk is not showering taste, but curd is showering taste. Remember, lactic acid present in curd contains lactic acid, but milk doesn't. To see, it has converted into acid, but earlier it was not. But milk was not an acid in nature. See, the property has been changed. It has converted to acid, organic acid. No new substance has been formed, so we can say it is a chemical change. Now to understand it in a very in details. So now we have learned that changes has been classified into two. One is based on getting back the original form. Right? And another is how change is classified in another way. The change is classified in another way, that is based on new substances. Formed due to change. Again here, that based on getting back this original form that has been classified, if we don't get back the original form, then what we say it as irreversible, right? Irreversible. And what if we get back the original form? So what we say it reversible, right? We say it as reversible. Now comes to based on new substances formed due to change. Now comes to the based on new substances. Based on new substances, if no new substance has been formed, suppose no new substance has been formed, that means property are not changed. We say it as what? We say it as a physical change, right? Then the change is called physical change. And if new substance is formed, then what we say? New substance has been formed. Then we say it as a what change? That kind of change is called chemical change. So we have learned, finally, this is the chart that changes has been classified. One you have learned in class 6, another one you are learning now. The class 6 you have learned about the reversible and irreversible, and now you have going to learn about physical change and chemical change, that what are the characteristics of physical and chemical change, how they are different. And even at the same time you will see how these changes are interrelated to these. How these changes are interrelated to this, we will discuss in it now. So let's see. So now we will discuss about the characteristics of physical changes. To understand it, we have to take the example. First take an example, then we will understand. Suppose now converting ice into water. Say that is ice into water. Okay? Now tell me that whenever you're converting ice into water, does the property of the ice or water, whatever it is it getting changed or any new substance is formed? First tell me, what water help us to do? The water help us to put off the fire. We know আগুন নিভিয়ে দেয়, জল আগুন নিভিয়ে দেয়। তাহলে আমাকে এটা বলো যে আইস বরফ সে কি আগুন নিভাতে পারে না? Of course pare. So ice, the water that help us to put off the fire, at the same time ice also help us to put off the fire, right? The water which quench our thirst, মানে আমাদের তেষ্টা পেলে আমরা জল খেলে আমরা যেমন তৃপ্তি পাই, তো ice doesn't give us that. Yes, of course it gives us that. It maybe sometimes it feel pain when you are having directly, you take ice, you will pain in teeth because of the gums problem, but still see, the property is not changed. So now tell me that any new substance is formed. Now tell me, in ice, in water, what we write? H2O. The formula is H2O. Now in ice, what we write? The chemical formula is changed. After, whenever you are converting ice into water, water is H2O. The ice chemical formula is something different. No, the chemical formula is not different. Even the ice has the formula H2O. So no new substance. Is it these two are different? No, these two are not different because contain same chemical formula. Since same chemical formula, it contains same chemical formula, so we can say that here no new substance has been formed. Right? Now tell me, now comes the property that we have discussed. Property is changed. As I told you, জল যেমন আগুন নেভাতে সাহায্য করে, আইস কি পারে না? আইসও পারে। So the property remains same. Property means another property is boiling point and melting point. Does the boiling point or melting point change? No. Here no property is changed. Means remains same. Properties remain same. Uses remain same. That is why the property remains same. Now tell me again, if we are converting ice into water, can't we get back the water? Can't we get back the ice from water? আমরা যেমন আইস থেকে ওয়াটারে যাচ্ছি, তো আমরা ওয়াটার থেকে আইসে যেতে পারি না? Can't we convert ice into water into ice? Yes, we can get back. By what? By freezing. By freezing. By heating, if we can get ice to water, we can get water to ice by freezing. So see what this is process, what this is sign. Now tell me, in last class I have told you, this sign is used for what purposes? It is used for reversible. So physical change, so see, we can get back the original form. In physical change, we can get back the original form. And since we are getting back the original form easily, then what kind of change it is? Getting back the original form means reversible change. So because this sign is used for what purposes? This sign is using for what? We know, we have discussed in the last class that we use this sign for reversible change. We use it for reversible change. So we can say that it is reversible change. Physical change is reversible change. Now you have understood how this reversible and irreversible interrelated. So physical change are always irreversible change. You can get back the original form. Like I said, you are folding the paper. It is a change. Can't we unfold and get back the original form? Yes, we are getting it back. Physical, this is no new folding it. So no new substance is formed, because after folding also we can write on the paper. The uses of this paper doesn't change after folding also, but it is a change. But if we unfold it, getting back the original form. Now tell me what kind of change it is? It is a physical change. At the same time, it is a reversible change. We are getting back the original form. So physical change are always, we can say is always, it is better to say is always reversible change. Is always reversible. Now since it is reversible, now I told you that what kind it is, and physical change is what? Is temporary. Is temporary. Physical change is what? Is temporary. Right? We can say that because now see, as I told you, we are converting into what? Paper is folding. You have folded the paper. Now we are again unfolding it. We are getting back the original form. So it is a temporary, it is a permanent? No. Unfolding, we are getting back the original form. So it is, since we are getting back the original form, so it is a temporary change. We are converting ice into water. Can't we get back the ice from water? Yes. So water changing into water, it is not that it is fixed, that it will not change into ice anymore. Yes, it will change. It will change into ice, and that too in easily by freezing. By physical methods we can change it. So here, since the water is not fixed, it is not permanent change. It is not permanent that once ice is converted into water, it can't be converted into ice. It can be converted into ice. So it is a temporary change. So these are the properties that are of physical same. Though in physical, no new substances. Major is first difference is no new substances. No property is changed. That means property remains same. In physical change, we can get back the original form. That means it is a reversible. And since it is a reversible, the change is not fixed. Change is not fixed. So we say it as a temporary. We say it as a temporary. Now comes to the chemical change. Now comes to the chemical change. To understand it, first take the example that is milk into curd. Now tell me, the milk into curd, are these two are different substances or the same? Different. So when you are converting, when you are changing into curd, we are getting a new substances, and these substances, so it is a chemical change. So we can say the first criteria, first characteristics of the chemical change is new substance is formed. New substance is formed, right? Now tell me, second is the property that milk has or the property that curd has. Does it same? Are they both are same? No, because milk helps us to make sweet, paneer, curd, but from curd we can't make those things. Since uses are different, means properties are also different. So here properties are changed. Here properties are changed. Since new substance has been formed, the property has been changed. Now tell me, can we get back curd? Can we get back milk from curd? Once you are converted to milk to curd, can we get back the milk from curd? No. So what kind of change it is? So curd is fixed. It cannot be changed further. So it is fixed. Since I am telling fixed, change is fixed, then we can say is what? Change is fixed, then we can say it is a permanent change. Right? Now comes to, we are telling it a permanent change, that it should be irreversible. Yes, but in chemical change you have to be very careful with the irreversible. Chemical change can be reversed, but that reversible, that method is not easy. Is not easy. Or we can say the change, the path that has been followed to change from milk to curd, we can't follow the same path. So in chemical change, some are reversible, some are irreversible. Why? Because suppose তোমরা একজন বন্ধু বাড়ি গেছো, একটা রাস্তা ফলো করেছো, and suddenly when you are returning, when you are getting back to your home, you find the path that you have followed, the path you have taken to get back your home, that same path has been blocked. So what you will do? You will take another path to get back to your home. So here you are, and your friend homes is here, and you follow this path, and now you want to get back to your place, to your home, using this path only, but you seen that path has been blocked. So what you will do? You will follow another path, that is, you will follow this path or this path, any one of the path you will follow. You are not following the same path. So in chemical change, this is actually happen. Once you change from here to here, you cannot get back from here to here using this path. This path you cannot use. You have to use something different path to get back from here. Example, you can get H plus O2 from water. Okay, the path you have taken by combining H2 plus oxygen gas to get water, but you cannot use the same path to get the H2 gas or O2 gas, because for if you want to get, you need electrolysis. See, the path is different, and for this we don't need any electrolysis. Paths are not same. To get back this from these, the path are not same. রাস্তাটা সেম নয়। যেই রাস্তা দিয়ে তুমি চেঞ্জ করছিলে, মানে এই রাস্তা থেকে এই রাস্তায় এই একটা রাস্তা ফলো করেছিলে, কিন্তু যখন তুমি এইখান থেকে এইখানে আসার চেষ্টা করবে, এই রাস্তাটা ফলো করা যাবে না। অন্য রাস্তা দিয়ে, অন্য একটা মেথড দিয়ে তোমাকে আসতে হবে। So some are irreversible, totally irreversible, because milk to curd, it is totally reversible. Whatever method you use, you cannot change. So some are irreversible and some are reversible, but the methods used to get back are not same. যেই মেথড থেকে তুমি জল পেয়েছিলে, সেই মেথড থেকে তুমি হাইড্রোজেন গ্যাস আর অক্সিজেন গ্যাস পেতে পারো না। So this is reversible change. This is chemical change. As some of the students have asked me that can it be reversed or not, this is the answer, that it can be reversed, but the method by which you have done the change is not the same. You have to use a different method to get back the original form. But in physical, you have seen, in physical we are using the same method to get back the original form. Another is chemical changes. Here chemical reaction is involved. See what acid base reaction, that kind of, it is also a chemical change. Reaction, in every chemical change reaction is involved, but in every physical change there is no chemical reaction involved. You have to remember. So this is for today. We will discuss it next class.